Hi, this is Sally Webkinz, and I'm here to show you how to play and hopefully win Hatch the Dragon. I've been seeing a few people say they've had some issues with this game, so I just wanted to give you some tips and tricks and show you how it's done from start to finish. Okay, let's get started. The basic idea is that you're going to be moving the pieces in a direction. While you can use your mouse, it's actually easier to use the arrow keys, and all of the pieces will move in the direction that you tell it to, not just the one piece. That's one thing with using the mouse. You might think you can move one piece only, but that's not how it works. Okay, so the idea is you want to combine these smaller pieces. On the screen we have the sparks, and when you combine two sparks together, you get a small flame. And every time you make a move, you add a new spark to the board. You don't have any control over where that spark goes, though. One of my strategies is to try and limit my moves to only 3 directions. And it doesn't matter so much in the early stages, but when you get further along in the game, you'll find that you won't have as many blocked paths if you stick to just the 3 directions. Okay, so I'm mostly doing left, right, and up. And as you can see, I'm trying to keep my biggest piece, which is that green egg in the corner. I want to keep it in the corner there. And by doing that, I can control where all the other pieces go a little better. So it may seem like I'm avoiding some of the easy moves here, and it's true, I'm not going immediately for combinations. And that's because, again, I want to control where these pieces show up, and if you start going after individual ones, you might start making moves that you don't mean to do, going down or going a different direction that will get you stuck later. Okay, so now I'm stuck here, so I gotta go start doing some of the directions that I've been avoiding. I say stick to 3, but I often try to stick to 2, if at all possible. I know I'm really stuck when I have to go down. So what I'm trying to get is a line of pieces so that I can combine them all in one fell swoop. You'll notice that sometimes, instead of getting a random spark up here, you'll get a flame instead, and that can sometimes cause problems if you're expecting another spark to show up. It can get easy to lose track of where you're going and then just start going in any direction you want. Keeping that top one full means that I can keep the highest scoring piece in that top left corner, which is my favorite corner. Other people use other corners, it doesn't matter which one you do. Okay, you're gonna see some eyes soon. You definitely don't want to leave that lone spark in there by itself. I try to keep the sparks at the edges so I can always use them to make small flames. We're almost at the halfway part. You'll see the little dragon start peeking out soon. Now let's do it again to make another peeking egg. You can see that my score has gone up a lot. You get a lot more points once you start making the really big combinations. Okay, now I'm nervous. I have to make a move that might put a spark in my top left corner, and that could mess everything up. Whew, looks like I'm gonna be okay. It's getting trickier now. Have to be so careful about which direction you go. Have to make sure you make those combinations and clear up space. This isn't the greatest place for that green egg to be, but you can still recover from something like this without too much difficulty. Yep, it's getting hairy now. Let's see if I can get myself out of this one. Whew, okay, I made it through that bit. And it's getting tricky again. Have to be so careful. But when there are so few spots, you can predict where the sparks will go. They'll go in one of the few empty spots. So as long as you make sure that sparks appear next to another spark, or where there's room for a spark, you'll have a bit of wiggle room. There we go. Now on to the grand finish. And there you have it, one very happy baby dragon. That game made me around 100 Kinz cash, but it was pretty efficient. I didn't make too many more combinations than I needed to win. I hope you found these tips useful in your own games. Happy hatching!